be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You're making it. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove.
Welcome to 365 Language Planet. This is the Let's Speak podcast in collaboration with the RSU PAL Center of Ransit University International College in Bangkok, Thailand. Before we start, let's look at this month's 365 language moons and planets. So far, we have 5 moons: K-Workshop, Takesh, Zayarmiant, Nora, and Aya Miyatida. Way to go! And 8 planets: Putin, Kanmama, Takanona, Yiminfo, Yo, Yonghao-fu, Xiao Wei, and Lin Minzwan. Way to go! If you want to become a 365 Language Planet, all you need to do is share an idea in the chat. So, let's begin! Hajimemashou! The theme of this episode of the Let's Speak podcast is food and energy. And to talk about this theme with us, we have PK! Good evening, PK.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you tonight?
I'm good and I'm excited to talk about food.
Okay, me too. So let's begin. All right. The first question of tonight's show is, do you eat any kinds of food to boost your energy? All right. Thank you, Zayar Mint. I'm very happy to see you. And Aya Miyatida. Nice to meet you too. All right. So in Japanese, エネルギーを増やすために何か食べ物を食べますか? So how about you, PK? Do you eat any kinds of food to boost your energy?
To boost my energy, that's a very good question because I'm not actually selective about my food choices. I just happen to eat, traditional Burmese dishes because there's a lot of them in my area. So getting to taste my own home country food while being in Thailand gives me energy, I suppose. So nothing very particular.
I see. All right. Well, let's ask the audience. Do you eat any kinds of food to boost your energy? Please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. エネルギーを増やすために何か食べ物を食べますか? チャットまたはコメントに答えを書いてください. You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります. All right. So, I know actually for me, I don't eat, any food in particular to boost my energy. But what I like is this drink I have here. It's a Bacardi Sweat powder. And so,
I see.
Yeah.
A lot of people love to rely on energy drinks these days.
All right. Well, Zayar Meat says, I eat banana and egg for energy. Thank you so much, Zayar Meat, for sharing your idea. That's a great idea. I love eggs too. I think eggs are a great food. How about you, PK?
Eggs are easy. Yeah, eggs are easy to cook and easy to prepare, and they're very nutritious. So they're like easy meals if you don't feel like cooking.
Yes, I agree. All right, Charming. Thank you for joining tonight's show. Charming says, I always eat meat to boost my energy. Yeah, meat is good too. In Myanmar, are there a lot of people who are vegetarians?
No, I would say no because I haven't heard of strictly the people who strictly follow vegetarian diet, and most Burmese dishes involve some kind of meat, so it may be impossible to be vegan in Myanmar.
I see. All right. Well, Kan Mama says, I eat rice and miso soup every day I would say, if you had four, I would say for boosting my energy. So great idea, Kan Mama. Thank you so much for joining tonight's show. Yeah, in Japan, miso soup is very popular.
What kind of soup?
Miso soup. It's
Miso soup.
like fermented soybean kind of mashed.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see characters eating that a lot in movies, TV shows. Miso soup. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, miso soup and natto. Have you ever heard of natto?
Natto. Yes, I've heard of it. It's like sticky
Yes.
beans, I
yes.
suppose.
Sticky soybeans. So natto is, a lot of people in Japan, they have natto with their breakfast to boost their energy. But for me, actually, I don't have breakfast usually.
Really?
To boost my energy. Yes, it's kind of counterintuitive, I guess. Zayarmin says, every morning after I wake up, I drink water 1 liter. I think water gives energy. All right. Thank you, Zayarmin. Kind of me too. I have this big glass here that I fill up with water. It's about 1 liter.
Yeah. I heard that water refreshes and boosts your mind before starting the day. So science always recommends you drink water after you wake up.
Yeah, I think, especially, when it's hot, you definitely need to rehydrate your body. Okay, great ideas, everyone. Nice work. If you're still typing, please continue, and you can share your ideas anytime during the show. All right, but now let's move on to the next section. Please write a new question in the chat or in the comments. チャットまたはコメントに新しい質問を書いてください。You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。Okay, Charmin says, and I eat genmai. It's a kind of rice every day to boost my energy. That's great. I think in English, genmai is brown rice, which is, I don't know. I mean, we say brown rice, but I guess you could say natural rice too, like unprocessed rice.
I've heard of it. Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to,
in Myanmar, most people usually know white rice, but I've never eaten brown rice.
I haven't eaten brown rice much myself, so I can't remember. I think my mom maybe got some like a long time ago, but not me. Okay. Well, we have a question for you, PK. Zayar Mint says, PK, what kind of food do you eat to get energy every day?
Nothing particular, actually. I would say fruits and some meat dishes is enough to keep me going throughout the day. To be specific, I would say bananas, grapes, pineapple, and traditional Burmese dishes.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great. Sounds great. Nice question, Zayar Meat. Yes. I would say for me, my favorite food is tofu.
Tofu.
Yes. Yes, I think, tofu is, kind of rich in protein, has some fat too, some carbs. So it's very, it's kind of well-balanced food. And so,
Yeah. I also like a lot of dishes involving tofu because of its like creamy, unique taste.
yes.
It's like pudding.
Yeah, kind of, yes. And in the summer season, it's nice to eat something cold too. Like I can have, and it's so, you don't have to cook it. You can just buy it and you can add it to your food. So that's my favorite food that I eat almost every day. But
I see.
yes. If you have a question you want to ask PK or me, please write it in the chat or in the comments. チャットまたはコメントに正しい質問を書いてください. You have about 45 seconds. All right. Okay, so Zayar Meat says, please advise me what kind of food I eat for energy. Okay, and YO says, do you drink any kinds of drinks to be relaxed? Thank you for joining the show, YO. Well, PK, any ideas?
Yeah, to address the question, what food you should eat, I would say eat healthy as much as you could, like just eating common foods such as vegetables like carrots and bananas and some oats, brown rice. Focus on protein-rich food like nuts, seeds, and so on. And it should be enough
Yes,
to sustain a healthy life.
I think so
And
too.
as for drinks, I would say water.
Water is the best.
Water is the best drink you can drink to be healthy.
Yes, I think so too. I know a lot of people like tea as well. To relax.
Yes, I heard Japanese people drink a lot of tea.
Yes, I think they do. But I don't so much. But yeah, that's great. Okay, we got one more question. Aya Miyatida says, do you like ready-made foods?
Ready-made foods can be enjoyed once in a while. And for me, yeah, if given opportunity, I would eat, but I tend to avoid because I want to eat as much nutritious food as I can because as a studying student, I want to have as much energy as I can to stay up all day studying and work, etc.
I see. All right, sounds great. All right, so let's move on to the next question of tonight's show, which is, are there any kinds of food that make you, oh my gosh, I have a spelling error. Should be feel, not feed, but make you feel tired after eating them? 日本語で食べた後に疲れを感じる食べ物はありますか? So, PK, what do you think? Are there any kinds of food that make you feel tired after eating them?
I would say I cannot name any specific food, but especially in afternoons after heavy meals, I would be very, very tired that I would even fall asleep while studying. It might depend on the kind of food and drinks I consume. I sometimes happen to drink a lot of sugary drinks and eat a lot of sugary snacks, and I guess they are making me kind of tired
I,
and contributing to my exhaustion.
yes, I think you're right. You're right about that. All right, well, let's ask the viewers. Are there any kinds of food that make you feel tired after eating them? Please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. 食べた後に疲れを感じる食べ物はありますか？チャットまたはコメントに答えを書いてください。You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。All right. Does someone want to use my phone? All right. So yeah, I think the foods that are high in sugar and high in carbs are like two very dangerous foods for me.
Yes.
That would make me feel tired. So there's a Japanese fast food shop like very near my home called Matsuya. And you can get a big bowl of rice with meat. And it's really convenient, but after I eat it, I'm like, oh, I feel tired. Okay, so got some comments. K Workshop, thank you for joining tonight's show. He says, I feel tired after eating crab. Do you mean crab like the this kind of crab, or do you mean carbs? I'm guessing probably crab. That's interesting. Miatita says pork. Interesting. A Hybrid, thank you for joining tonight's show. Says nothing. That's great. That's great. K Workshop says it's hard to remove the crab shells, so definitely is crab. Yeah. At one time, I think. Oh, okay. So Charming says sometimes I feel tired after eating oily food. Example: fried potatoes, fried eggs. Great ideas. Oh no. Zayar Min says, I feel tired after eating bad smell food. Yeah, good, almost perfect. I would say I feel tired after eating food that smells bad. Or bad smelling food. But yeah, great. Thank you, Zayar Min. How about you, PK? Do you feel tired after eating food that smells bad?
For food that smells bad, I just avoid it.
Yeah.
I don't even bother to eat it unless they look good. Maybe I will give a taste even though they have bad smell. But usually bad smell is enough to put me off.
Yeah, no thank you. I usually, if something smells bad, I don't eat it. But sometimes you have no choice. Like as a child, sometimes my mom told me, you must eat this food. You have to eat it. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Yin Min Fo, thank you for joining tonight's show. Says, I think when we eat a lot of foods with sugar or oily, make us feel tired after eating them. Nice idea. Yeah, I think that's, with the whole like Matsuya's fast food with the, lots of rice and some like oily meat. It's delicious, but I always feel tired after eating it.
Yes, food rich in fat typically slows your digestion, leading to accumulated blood in the guts,
Yes.
causing things like lethargy and such. So which results in you being tired.
But, one interesting thing, and not only fats, like I think proteins, carbs too, is that there are different types of fats and like different types of carbs. And so, like, for example, like sushi, has some, like a lot of fat in the fish, but it's like very easy to digest, right, for my stomach.
Yes.
That's kind of like fish fats. So some fats I think are easier than others. All right. Come Mama says, I always feel tired after lunch buffet. Me too. I think that's another thing. Sometimes it's not the kind of food, but it's the quantity of food. You think?
Quantity.
Yes, the
Yes.
if it's rice, if it's a small quantity of rice, no problem. But if it's a big quantity of rice and you eat it all, you might be a little tired.
I always catch myself getting dozy after a heavy meal of rice and some dishes.
Yes, especially a large portion, like a large size. Okay, well, let's move on to the next section. So now, please write a new question in the chat or in the comments. チャットまたはコメントに新しい質問を書いてください。You have 4 minutes, 4分間あります。All right. So, if you're just joining the show, please feel free to share your new questions in the chat or in the comments. They can be a question or they can be a sentence like, Kan Mama, great sentence. She said, I always feel tired after lunch buffets. How about you? Are there many like buffet restaurants in Thailand?
Yeah, there are like a lot of supermarkets, very, very big supermarkets. And there are restaurants everywhere you see. So don't worry about not getting enough buffet here in Thailand because they're everywhere.
I see. That's it's kind of like convenience stores in Japan. And many cities in Japan, there are convenience stores everywhere. And so you can, food is always available. I used to eat a lot of food from convenience stores. Okay, Charming says, are there any kinds of food that make you feel happiness after eating them? Great question. What do you think, PK?
Well, it gotta be subjective,
Yes.
Everybody have their favorite foods. So when eating them, we always have this pleasant feeling afterwards, after finishing the meal. So yeah, their favorite foods, I would say.
Yes. How about you, Charming? Yeah, I for me, I love hamburgers, and so, but not fast food hamburgers so much. I love the kind of like a big, nice American hamburger from a restaurant, with lots of French fries, which makes me feel tired after I finish eating. Okay.
For me, my home country meal is enough to satiate me.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, Zayar Meat says, PK, do you like seafood? Seafood gives what kind of feeling? Tired or comfortable?
I think the fried kind will definitely make you, tired. But boiled or buffet kind, I cannot say for sure, but they sure taste good.
Okay. And Charming says, I think the food that makes her feel happiness is chocolate cakes. Wow. Yeah, I used to, for me, I love chocolate cake too. It makes me feel chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream. Okay, we have a new viewer. Anfone says, "What do you eat for appetizer?"
Appetizer. For Burmese people, we don't have this 3-course meal thing, and I think the custom is largely in European or Western cultures, but here in Myanmar, we just have one giant meal and that's it. We don't have appetizers or desserts or like that.
I see. In Japan, a really popular kind of appetizer is edamame.
So is it wheat?
Edamame is the kind of boiled green soybeans, I guess. And they're it's like a green bean, and then you pop the kind of in the shell, and then you pop the beans out of the shell into your mouth. It's kind of a healthy appetizer. Okay, so K Workshop says, "Now I'm exhausted. Are there any kinds of food that are good to eat when you're exhausted?" And Yi Min Fo says, "What kind of foods do you like to eat when you want to be healthy?" Great questions. And I think for me, if you're exhausted, it's probably best not to eat. You should give your stomach a rest, and just lay down and take a good rest. Don't eat. But yeah, what do you think, PK?
If you must stay awake no matter what, especially when you're like studying for an exam, I would say energy drinks, coffee, the traditional things that keep you awake, but they are temporary. I would say, because all they do is just flood your brains with temporary chemicals that go away after a while. After that, you'll feel twice the exhaustion you felt.
Yeah. All right. And what kind of food? I think we can. But what kind of foods do you like to eat when you want to be healthy?
Fruits, vegetables, meats, very nutritious, rich meals like bananas,
Eggs?
apples. Yeah, nothing. You don't have to eat like very, very fancy food. You don't have to follow a particular diet. Just everyday food should be enough.
I agree. Fone suggests any energy-giving foods. Okay. Well, nice sentence. All right. So let's move on, and we'll talk more. But now let's move on to the next question of tonight's show, which is, why do you think some kinds of food make us tired while others don't? 日本語で、なぜある種の食べ物は私たちを疲れさせるのに、他の食べ物は疲れさせないのでしょうか? So, PK, what do you think? Why do some kinds of food make us tired while others don't?
Well, the easy answer would be some food just contain more energy while others don't. And example is the sugary drinks. They don't have a lot of nutritious values. Furthermore, they also cause things like insulin surges, which makes you pretty tired. On the other hand, things like oats, bananas provide fiber-rich energy. And things like nutritious density will also have to be considered when you consume a particular thing.
Okay, Nora says, hello from Myanmar. Hello, Nora. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. All right, so let's ask the viewers, why do you think some kinds of food make us tired while others don't? Please write your answer in the chat or in the comments. なぜある種の食べ物は私たちを疲れさせるのに、他の食べ物は疲れさせないのでしょうか？チャットまたはコメントに答えを書いてください。You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。Yeah, I agree with you about the whole sugar thing. The sugar makes your, foods high in sugar make your blood sugar go up, and then, make your insulin go up, and your blood sugar crashes, and you feel tired. And you're like, you don't feel tired. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I need more sugar. So
Yes.
it's a disaster. It's like a sugar roller coaster. All right. Nora says, I'm usually interested in veggies, but my mom makes me eat all kinds of food, especially meat, for protein. That's nice. Meat is good. Okay, just so I'll put
It's
back.
good to have a balance.
Oh, yes, that, yes. So there's sugar is one reason, and then another big reason why, I think some foods make us tired while others don't is the process of digestion. So it kind of goes back. We're talking about fats, like different types of fat. And
Yes, especially heavy meals,
yes.
because if you eat heavy meals, your body is putting all your energy into digestion.
Yes.
So you don't have energy for nothing else.
I think so. Okay, Zayar Meat says, I think I'm tired after eating the food. Maybe this food I don't like. Sorry to hear that, Zayar. But yeah, it's painful. If you have to eat something you don't like, it's sometimes exhausting. Okay. Yin Min Fo says some foods make us tired because it depends on their health. Interesting. Hey, Hybrid says the question is difficult. Yeah, this is kind of a difficult question. It's a little bit kind of related to health and science. But it's okay. Zayar means answer is great. Just sometimes if you don't like the food, sometimes it makes you tired to eat. Or my mom, I love to make the same healthy food over and over because it's easy. But my mom, she gets very tired of eating the same food over and over. So that makes her tired. Yeah, if you does that make you tired, PK, if you eat the same food over and over again?
Well, of course, everybody can relate to some extent, and you eventually get tired of the food that you are fond of. And no matter how much you're fond of, if you eat it over and over again, you will get tired eventually.
Which sometimes people say that's a kind of that's your body kind of encouraging you to eat a more variety of food.
Yes.
Nora says varieties of food in Myanmar, especially fish paste and fish sauce, which smells not good for foreigners, are main source of protein for Myanmar people. Have you ever tasted fish paste from Myanmar? Great question. I'm sure you have, right, PK?
Yes, I'm a Burmese, so I have tasted a lot of traditional food.
Yeah, I see. That's great. I'm not sure if I have or not, but I will look into it. Okay. K Workshop says, I think easily digestible foods don't make you tired. Agree. Charming says, I think I have the same answer as Zayar Meat-san. That's great. And Lyle says, Noda's mom is a really cool person. You think so, PK?
I would say so.
I'd say so. Okay, cool. She sounds like a cool person to me too. Okay, well, let's move on to the last section of tonight's show. So in this last section, you can write a new question in the chat or in the comments. チャットまたはコメントに新しい質問を書いてください。You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。Alright. I don't eat it as much as I used to, but one of my old favorite foods was mackerel fish. Have you
Mackerel
ever?
fish. I've heard of it.
Yes.
Yes.
It has a little bit of a strong smell for some people, but it's rich in like omega-3 fatty acids. Fat.
I see.
So, and it's a small fish from the ocean, so it doesn't have as many bad minerals as some other fish, like larger fish.
I see.
That's kind of my favorite fish. In Myanmar, do people eat a lot of fish from the ocean or from rivers?
Yeah, because most of the towns and cities are near rivers and such. Fish is easily accessible to us. So I would say it's an essential part of our diet also. Before we mentioned that fish paste is also one of the foods we widely consume. Yes.
Nice. I see. Well, K Workshop has a question. He says, is there anything you want to eat even if it makes you tired?
Well, processed food, basically. I mean, these French fries and hamburgers, pizzas, they look very appetizing, but for our health, not so much.
Yes. Yeah, I would say for me, like a big bag of potato chips. Yes, that's I know a big bag of potato chips, tastes good, but it's not good for my energy. Okay. As I sometimes at the supermarket, I look at the bag of potato chips and I want to buy it, but I hesitate. Usually. Not always. Sometimes I go, okay. All right. Nona says, my favorite food is ramen. How about you?
I heard that Japanese people eat a lot of ramen,
Yes.
and for me, I don't really have one particular favorite food. If the food tastes good, I will eat it. I think every food is wonderful if they taste good.
Nice. Zayar Meat says, PK, how about you? Your mom feeds you food. It is, do you like it? I guess her question is, do you like the food your mom feeds you?
Yeah, of course.
Great. Yes, sometimes people say there's nothing like home-cooked food. I think, maybe.
Yes. But they take time and energy, so these days I just order takeaways and such.
Let me see. K Workshop says, I want to eat French fries. Me too. So I love French fries as well. All right, but I try not to eat too much. Okay, Nora says, I like noodle more than rice. Me too. Have you ever heard of yakisoba?
I think I have. What's it like?
Yakisoba, it's kind of, I think it's soba
Is it similar
noodles.
to
It's kind of similar to
Is it
ramen.
similar to ramen?
Yes, but it's not boiled. It's kind of like
Oh,
fry. You cook it in a fry pan, kind of stir-fried noodles. And so I love yakisoba more than rice as well. How about you?
in Thai we have thing called creamy noodles called cow soy, and it's paired with veggies. It definitely tastes good. It's Thai food.
Do you like noodles more than rice or not?
I prefer rice over noodles because it's one of my stable diet. It's it's the thing I go for other than noodles.
I see. Nora says most of the Korean people like noodles. Interesting. Yeah, I think I know. I can't say. I haven't met that many Korean people, so I don't know. But okay. K Workshop says I love pad thai. Me too. Okay. Well, that's the end of tonight's show. Thank you guys so much for studying with PK and me. The Let's Speak podcast, in collaboration with the RSU PAL Center, is every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time, which is 6:30 p.m. Bangkok time until November 16th, 2025. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe and give the show a big thumbs up. Thank you, Charming and Aye, and YO. Thank you guys. You guys did a great job tonight. Oh my gosh, I'm going backwards. Anything you want to say, PK?
Bye everyone. It's really nice to have a conversation about food with y'all.
Yes, I agree. All right. Well, our pleasure. Thank you, Ying Min Fo. All right. Goodbye. See you next time. また近いうちに会いましょう。Bye.